Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be discussing something that I've seen come up a lot, and that is, should I use Square or should I use PayPal? Which is a better card reader for in-person payments? And this is strictly my opinion. This is not necessarily fact, but I am gonna kind of break it down and tell you guys the facts so that you can help decide for yourself. So first up, we're going to start with Square. When I first started selling in person about 5 years ago now, I did a lot of research on whether I wanted to use Square or PayPal here as well. And I looked it up, and I think back in the day, Square was like 2.73%, and it is now 2.75% per swipe. Which means that's how much they're going to charge you per swipe, 2.75% of the payment you've taken. So keep that in mind. They're going to take their little chunk of change. And then let's say you lost your card reader or your card reader isn't working and you have to key in someone's information. They're going to charge you 3.5% of that total purchase, as well as 15 cents. So you want to make sure you have that card swiper. Always have an extra. There are no other monthly fees. It's still the same rate for every credit card. And then you get your funds deposited into your bank account in 1 to 2 days, so they hold your money, which is honestly for me one of the cons of using the Square card reader, is that your funds are not available immediately. And we'll get into why PayPal, it's available immediately in a minute. They also have a great little interface app. I've not checked it out, but I've seen a friend, and it's set up very similarly, where you can set up your products how you want. You can set up pricing, so that way when you're checking someone out, you can just tap, tap, tap and let them know their total. You can send receipts, let your customers leave a tip. It says you can accept payments even without a signal. That is a very scary thing, because let's say their card's declined, they already have their item, there is really nothing you can do. And this has actually happened to a friend of mine. She takes payments in person and doesn't have internet connection, and then when she gets home, she processes all those payments. Well, they don't go through. There's nothing you can do. So that's really hard. You can manage your inventory, which is nice. That's something PayPal here doesn't offer. Print email, and it is free to start, so you are more than welcome to sign up for all of these services. You get a free card reader either way, so it's not hurting anyone. And I often at shows, people would be like, do you have an extra Square reader? And I'd be like, I absolutely do, here you go, because it was free to me, so what does it matter? So that's Square. I honestly have not personally taken payments at a show using Square. I have processed payments for friends using Square, and it's fine. It's just that 2.75% is higher than PayPal here. So let me go into the details of that. You get your choice of card readers. They have a Bluetooth card reader. They have one that goes into an audio jack, and then they have even fancier ones that you can pay for if you're there. And it is 2.7% per swipe. So that's 0.05% that you're saving, but that adds up at a show. And then if you need to key in a card, it's 3.5% plus 15 cents to key in each card. So if you don't have your card reader, that's how much they're going to charge you. If you were to send an invoice to someone at a show and let them pay over their phone, it's going to charge you 2.9% plus 30 cents, which is not something that I often do. And they accept most payments. They accept Visa, MasterCard, American Express, and Discover. I've never come into an issue at a show where I couldn't accept someone's card, so that's another thing. And then I'm actually going to show you guys my PayPal here, just to kind of show you how it works, because based on the facts alone of what percentage fees, PayPal here is the way to go, in my opinion. I definitely want to hear your guys' thoughts below, so feel free to leave a comment if you looked into it, you tried it, and it wasn't really for you. I definitely want to hear about it. So let me go ahead and sign into PayPal here, and I will show you guys what it's about. Okay, so when you open the PayPal here app, it might automatically take you to the number pad screen. That's fine. You are more than welcome to, let's say somebody's checking out with a $12 item, you can just tap it in and you hit add, and it'll start to show their total there. Sorry, you're getting the ring light glare. Sorry. Let's say you don't want to charge that, you just swipe to delete. It's pretty easy. Let me turn down the brightness a little. There we go. Okay, so you can go to there. There's those little 3 lines. You can go to item catalog and you can start to add new items. So there's a little plus sign in the corner. So you can add your different items. Let's say you have a bunch of different handbags or different items. You add the name, you can even add a picture, you can add a price, and this will help you figure out how much you've sold of something at a show. Sorry. I'm so professional. So that's really handy. You can set up different categories, you can set up different options. I've only ever really gone into adding items, just so it's easier if I have a helper or something like that, I can set everything up really easily. Okay, so then you go to new sale, you can hit the items tab there, and let's say somebody's getting a purse in person, you can set it to vary, prices vary, and then you would manually enter the price. So let's say they're getting a bag that's $45. Then you just hit done, either button, done, and then you'd hit charge. And my card reader is all ready to go. So you can swipe the card. Obviously I can't really swipe this card, it's a gift card, but the card reader actually shows you what direction to swipe, and it'll, yeah, it's declined. So that's good. That means I can't use the Panera gift card to take the payment. But after that, it would have them sign something, and then you can email or text their receipt, or no receipt if they prefer. But that is okay. So that's pretty much the card reader there, how to use it. It's pretty nice. You can add a discount. You can set up tax rates to automatically collect, and that would be under settings. You can add tax rates based on what kind of show you're at, and it'll automatically do that. You can take cash payments and card payments through this. Ben, what do you want? Come here then. You want to help? You want to be my customer? I'll sell you something. No? Okay then, that's fine. So one thing I really like about the app is you can go to sales activity, you can go to sales reports, and then you can click on what day. So let's say you wanted to know how much you made at a show, so specific date. I want to know how much I made September 14th of 2018. It was a good amount of money, sorry. But then you can go to view the details, and it'll tell you how much you took in with cash, how much with card, and how many items you had to key in. Unfortunately, there was a part. But it'll say like you sold this many of one item, this many of another. So it kind of helps you with inventory, kind of know what you sold, how much you sold, and then lets you know how much you owe at tax time too, which is real fun. But the great thing about PayPal here is you have those funds available right away. You can order a debit card, a PayPal debit card. So let's say you're at a show and you want to buy yourself lunch or a cool item someone's selling, you have your PayPal debit card. That money is available right away. You don't have to wait like you do with Square. So that's one thing that automatically drew me to it, is like, so it's a cheaper percentage and I get my money right away. Done. But they also have a Bluetooth card reader. I just have it set up on my iPad here, and this can come off. I just mounted it to the thing. I was like, why would I not? But you do have to charge this, and then you enter the card in, and it reads the card. You can also swipe with it. But I always just like to have a backup, because last time I was at a show, I dropped my iPad and I broke my card reader. Luckily I had the Bluetooth card reader, but yeah, so that's pretty much my short synopsis of those two. But there is another option, and I spoke with someone today named Julie, and she asked me like what e-commerce site I use, if I like it, all the pros and cons about it, and I can do more photos. I can do some tutorials on how to work with Shopify as well, but they also have a card reader, and I have used it before, but I don't often use it. Let me go over their fees really quick. If you guys are done with Square and PayPal and you don't want to hear this, just stop watching. It's not a big deal. It won't hurt my feelings, I promise. But if you are already signed up for the basic Shopify plan, which is $29 a month, which gets you your web store, you will get a free card reader. You get support for the card reader. You can have support for up to 2 Shopify admin staff. So you could have 2 logins going, 2 registers, and it is 2.75% and 0 cents to swipe a card. So same as PayPal, which is great. So let's say you have all your inventory in Shopify. You can take payments with items directly through Shopify, which I believe is similar to Square, and if you have a Square Up website. So if you're like, no, I don't want that, you don't have to have that, of course. The online credit card rates, that's different. And then if you have a higher Shopify plan, they have a $79 a month plan. I ain't about that life. I still don't have that, and I have a lot of orders. It's 2.5% per swipe. So if I were to get rid of PayPal here and just do a higher Shopify plan, it would make sense because it would save me that 0.2%, no, 0.02% over time. So yeah, if you guys have any other questions or want to see other kinds of videos about craft shows and my knowledge and whatever, leave a comment, let me know. And it's a little late for me to be saying this, but don't forget to subscribe. Don't be that guy. Ben won't like you. Bye.